Hey guys, it's Alex Hager here with TechTaboo, and today we're taking a look at 5 reasons that you should buy the iPhone X. Let's take a look. As many of you guys know, the iPhone X came out a few months ago, but I wanted to spend some quality time with the phone before letting anybody know how I truly feel about it. Now don't get me wrong, this device is not perfect, and I just made a video about 5 reasons you shouldn't buy it. That being said, I am keeping it, and here's why. The first reason the iPhone X is one of the best phones in the market is one I thought I would never admit to, and that is Face ID. It works really well. I hated the idea of Face ID. Touch ID was so good, so polished, and dominated anybody else's touch recognition. It was awesome. I was like, there could never be anything better than this. It was so good. But the thing I didn't realize about Face ID is that you don't realize it. When you want to swipe up on your phone, Face ID has already recognized your face before you even decide on opening your phone. You forget that you even have it on your phone, which is awesome. I'll show you guys an example. So let's say we were to open up our phone. I'll show you, it works extremely well. So in that situation, most people don't even realize I have it enabled because it just goes. Now I'm not sure if I would buy the phone just for that feature, but it is extremely convenient to have. So +1 Apple. Next up is the camera. And this is the biggest reason I bought the phone, and it's also the reason I'm keeping the phone. The reason why is I'm always on my phone. I'm always taking photos. I'm extremely active on Instagram, which is obviously a photo-driven social network. So for me, having this extra feature was really important. Well, how did those features work? Extremely well. The camera on this phone is incredible. The wide angle shots are crisp, clear, and has incredible high ISO performance. So for low light situations, the iPhone X is probably one of, if not the best on the market. I think the only phone that can really stand a chance performance-wise in the camera department is the Pixel. A lot of people prefer the Pixel, however, I prefer the color profile of the iPhone. And the less time I have to spend photo editing, the better. The color profile and the high ISO performance are extremely important, and you'll find those on the wide angle camera. Next up comes where the iPhone X destroys everything else, and that is the portrait camera. I wasn't an early adopter of the Plus models, so I can't speak for the introduction of portrait mode. However, I heard it was not so great. On the iPhone X, they have their stuff dialed in. The portrait camera, super easy to switch to. You can just hit the 2x button and it brings up the other lens. That being said, you can go into portrait mode. And once you're in your portrait mode, it gives you a variety of lighting options. I'm almost always using the first 3 as the latter 2 look a little ridiculous. What's so awesome about portrait mode is the blurred out background you're gonna get. It's like you have a Canon 5D with a 50mm 1.4 lens. Since I'm always posting on Instagram, having that blurred out background, powerful subject look is really important for me. So this portrait mode has gotten a ton of usage. Now the portrait camera definitely does do better in daylight. The ISO performance is not as good as the wide angle, and you're gonna have higher grain in your photos. The camera is probably the biggest reason I purchased and am keeping this iPhone X. Now the battery life on the iPhone X is greatly improved over the previous iPhone 7. I found I was plugging in my iPhone 7 more than I'd like to admit, so to have some confidence in the battery life on my device is awesome. I think manufacturers should spend a little bit more time on ensuring the battery life of their devices. The 4th reason, hands down, wireless charging. It is sweet. It is super convenient. I've already done a video on it. You guys know how awesome it is, but it's even cooler in person. I don't even know that I'm charging my phone. It's just always conveniently at 100%. So having the ability to just set down your phone and have it charge, it's awesome. Yes, I know Samsung has had it for worlds longer than Apple, but it's nice to have it here in the ecosystem. Now, the last reason you should buy the iPhone X is the screen. It's beautiful. This is something that pleasantly surprised me because I didn't really think about it too much before going in. I'm just used to the iPhone having a decent screen. Now, is that a compelling reason to buy the phone? Probably not, but I am certainly not complaining. Images, videos, they just look stunning on here. The screen on the new iPhone X is impeccable and a great addition to this fun new device. Those are my top 5 reasons you should buy the iPhone X. Are there any that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.